Good morning, YouTube. This is man always George Page, aka the Emperor of WMA Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I got an interview, and it's been a while since I've done an interview with a lady from the world of combat sports. As you know, my channel I do try to focus on a good bit on women in MMA, boxing, because the fact is those ladies do be recognized for their hard work and commitment just as much as female bodybuilders do. So anyway, me and this lovely lady has been talking back and forth on social media. She is a Bellator fighter. Also she is planning to make her bare knuckle fighting championship debut, and this is one Mrs. Jessica the Black Widow Borga. Now, Miss Jessica has been competing for quite some time. She kind of got into the sport MMA later in life. A lot of people get into it. When you're in your early 20s or in the teens, but she got in, I think, about in her, I think, mid to late 20s. And she's done pretty good. She competed as an amateur for a good while and had a good record there, and also had a good record as a pro. Eventually, she has earned quite a few titles during her time, and like anything, she transitioned from other divisions. Other organizations such as Titan FCs to Bellator, where she was fighting as a featherweight. And there she had, I think, last time I checked, it was 3-4 record, and she fought some big girls. The likes of Talita Nagara, also Amber Lindbrock, and her last fight was with Leah McCourt. But like I said, she's planning on to do also um, be BKFC. I know one of her former co-workers, Michael Venom Page, did it for a good bit. But she's an amazing lady. I watched her fights. I have a lot of respect for her. She submitted Amber Lee Brock, and her fight with Talita Nagata with the distance, and wow, she's a beautiful figure, and she's a wife and mother. Her and her husband have a family, and this is the thing about women in mixed martial arts, to have both a family and to fight. It takes a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice she has to make, and she is one of the women that I like to recognize. I've saw her do interviews before, and I've been talking to her about doing interviews for my channel. And like I said, I'd like to give her, because notably her Black Widow nickname comes from this tattoo she has. And her last fight with Lee McCourt, some people said that she should have won. That's the debate. You know how the judges are, and this was in, I think it was over in England. This was like about, I think, last year when they had that fight. It seemed like it's been a while. But Leah, she came out. You can really look at her. You can really see too much bruising on her face compared to, uh, you know, you can see too much. You can see too much bruising on Jessica's face compared to Leah McCourt. But she's fought with quite a few great fighters, and she is just a model of icon. In her, right. I recently saw her video interview some time ago with her and uh, Isabel Terrell on Fit Rockstar. She talked about how she got into sport and how she's really focused on her career. But now she's transitioning to another sport, and that is bare knuckle. And we'll talk about the decision to jump to bare knuckle from Bellator, and what her plans for the future. After that, she's gonna go back to MMA. She's gonna stick with bare knuckle. I mean, like I said, this is a great opportunity for me because you know what? It's been a while since I got to talk with somebody from a big organization like Bellator. I've talked to people like Lupe Gutierrez, who went to UFC, and also she had the opportunity to go to UFC, but she turned it down because the fact was she didn't want to fight at 125. And I can understand that. I mean, if you are naturally a bigger girl, 125 is it's a killer. And we will talk about that, how what she feels about what needs to be changed in the sport of MMA. But like I said, come check us out tomorrow, Saturday at 2 o'clock. Also, it's going to 2 o'clock Pacific. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Mountain. Sorry, Central. 12 o'clock um, Mountain, and 11 o'clock Pacific. So come join us, ask questions. Get to meet the Black Widow. And talk about her life and her path in the sport of combat sports and MMA. Anyway, I hope we enjoyed this interview, and I hope we have a good time. And I think she's an amazing lady, and like I said, it's just an opportunity for me to get to have someone like her on my channel. Anyway, this is man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding. Sorry, let me correct myself. Aka the Emperor of WMA Talk. Don't like, subscribe, I'm out.